Before you look at any indicator, before you draw a single trend line, you have to be able to read market structure. It is the foundation and everything else moves around it. And it is not that complicated. By the end of this video, when you look at any chart, you are going to remember three simple things: which way the trend is going, whether it is still strong, and the exact moment it might be turning. So, just four levels: higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, and two signals: break of structure and change of character. That is the whole language of structure. Let's start with the chart right here. So look at this move over here. Price never goes up in straight line. It goes up, then it pulls back, then it goes up again. If you connect these points, you start to see a pattern. See this peak here, and now this next peak, which is higher. We call that a higher high. We write it as HH or higher high. Now look down here at the pullback. This low and then this next low, which is higher than the one before it. That is a higher low. That is HL. So look at what we have. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. This going up like stairs. This is an uptrend. It is not a guess or a feeling. It is a pattern you can point to. As long as price keeps making higher high and higher low, the buyers are in control. And a downtrend is just the opposite. Look over here. Lower high and lower low, going down like stairs. That means the sellers are in control. So now this is where most beginners make a mistake. So watch this part closely. You mark the structure using the close of the candle, not the wicks. Look at this candle right over here. The wick goes above the previous high, and your eye wants to call this as a higher high. But look carefully, the body of the candle, the close, is still below the old high. So this is not a higher high. The wick is just noise. Price tried to go up, but it got pushed back down. A real higher high is when the candle close above the previous peak, like this one right over here. See how the full body finishes above the old high. That one counts. So the rule is simple, just ask one question: did the candle close above the level, or did it only wick above it? The close is the structure, the wick is a noise. So get this one thing right and you are already ahead of most of the people. Now our first signal that we are going to talk about, it is called as break of structure, or BOS for short. Come back to our uptrend again. Let's see on this chart on uptrend. Watch this point right here. Price close above the previous higher high. That close above the last peak is a break of structure, and it is telling you one simple thing: the trend is continuing. BOS just means keep going. The buyers pushed price to a new high, so they are still in control. In a strong trend, you will see many of these one after another. Look here and here and right over here. Everyone is a boss or BOS, and each one is telling you the same thing: the trend is still strong. So remember, a BOS in the direction of the trend means the trend is continuing. It is not a reversal, and it is not an entry by itself. It just tells you that what is already happening and still happening. Now the important one. This is called as change of character or CHoCH. You say it like CHoCH. This is where a trend can turn around. Stay with me on this chart. We have our uptrend right over here with higher high and higher low. Now look at this last higher low right here. As long as price stays above this low, the uptrend is fine. But now watch over here. Price comes down and for the first time it closed below the last higher low. This is CHoCH or change of character. This is the moment the character of the market changed. Before this point, every pullback stayed above the previous low. This is the first time one did not. The pattern is now broken. Now please get this next part right, because this is the thing most people confuse the most. A CHoCH or change of character is a warning. It is not a confirmation. It is the first sign that the trend might be turning. It does not mean the trend has already turned. Think of it like a warning sign, not a green light. So what confirms it? After the change of character, you want to see a break of structure in the new direction. Price starting to make lower high and lower lows. So the order is simple. First the change of character, that is your warning. Then a break of structure in the other direction, that is your confirmation. So putting it together, now let's read this whole chart together from left to right. Over here, higher high and higher lows. This is our uptrend, buyers in control. Each break above a peak. Here and here is a BOS telling us the trend continues. Now look at this point. Price close below the last higher low. This is our change of character, our first warning. And now over here, price makes a lower high, then break down to a lower low. It is a BOS in the new direction, confirming the change. The trend has flipped from up to down. That is the whole story of the structure, and you just read it off the chart by yourself. So that is market structure. 4 levels, 2 signals, and one simple skeleton that every trend is built on. Once you learn this, you will actually see what price is telling you instead of just guessing. So let's do a quick recap so it stays with you. You mark structure on the close, not the wicks. A BOS or break of structure means the trend is continuing. A CHoCH or change of character is your first warning that the trend might be turning. And a change of character is confirmed by a BOS in the new direction. So if this video made market structure clear for you, hit a like and subscribe. On this channel, I break down price action in a simple way, one topic at a time. I'll see you in the next one.